We're outside of Dakota Fanning's home, where it is confirmed that there is a stalker inside of the actress's house. We welcome in our stalking expert, Dr. Buffalo Bill. And Dr. Bill, what is the first thing that a stalker does in this situation?
Familiarize. My favorite way to start is to draw a map of the house on the pillowcases with the children's crayons.
Dr. Bill, there has been a recent influx in high-profile stalking cases. Why is this?
Amateur work by Sandra Bullock's so-called stalker. You wait till they leave the bathroom to reveal your presence. Makes for a much more intimate moment.
Great information as always, Doctor. Thanks so much for spending a few moments with us. Before we let you go, though, what exactly is the end game for a stalker in this situation?
To live the life of the stalked, to feel what they feel. Usually I take a trophy.
Dr. Bill?
Well, the box score starts now.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Collins for box score.
Hello and welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock in Los Angeles, joined as always by the Danettes out in Milford, Connecticut. We here at the Box Score certainly hope poor Dakota is okay. Or at least putting the lotion in the basket. That's just reasonable. Put the lotion in the basket. So let's say you guys saw a stranger creeping outside your window and you spotted him. Fritzy, what would you do in a situation like that?
Unfortunately, I have the qualities that we always tease that I would probably end up being able to befriend him in some way. That would be uncomfortable. If it was like a hot woman stalking, usually you don't see too many of them. I'd invite her in for cheese doodles and little mini hot dogs and stuff. But if I saw that, I would pull the curtains down and call 911 and hide under a bed somewhere.
Yeah, stalker. Yeah, I'm probably not going to have that kind of situation. Dan has it once in a while where someone's waiting outside the studio for him, and we just kind of have to scout it out. Like if it's a fan, we always scout out to make sure they're, I guess, under control. And then Dan goes out and chats with them for a little bit. So he has to deal with that more than we do.
Yeah, I had a bad experience once overreacting to what I thought could be a stalker. There were these fans who had driven up from Tennessee to deliver a hand-knitted baby blanket to my first daughter. And they were waiting outside looking eagerly for me to come in. I bolted past them, ran like I was running through security. And then someone called up because they just wanted to give you this baby blanket. I'm like, well, is it like a poisoned baby blanket? No.
Certainly a scary situation, but not as frightening as Fritzy's new hard-hitting alternate ego.
Michael Jordan was asked about LeBron taking the number 23, and that's when the hammer.
I'm cool with it. I just didn't like that choice of words. I'm sure he didn't mean it in an arrogant way, but I would have preferred he would have said something along the lines of, you could take whatever number he wants, but to say I'm cool with it as if he's granting LeBron permission, whether he meant it to come out that way or not. Just I didn't like that at all.
Wow. No response from Jordan.
No, not yet.
No, after the hammer went after him.
He needs to tweet something as soon as possible.
Man.
Oh man, it's so great. I want to turn the hammer now somehow into a cop drama or something. I love it. I think it's the best thing. I love getting sound effects like that and having special production, especially for Fritzy for some reason. I get a huge kick out of that. Let Fritz clear his throat. It's probably one of my favorite things in the whole world. The hammer is now number one with a bullet there in the Locks team.
I love it. I love the hammer. I get teased, and rightfully so, for being wishy-washy on the fence, having a decision having an opinion down the middle or no opinion at all. So I'm trying to step up my game a little bit, and that sound effect with the hammer. And now that I got this special tool to keep on my desk here, I'm very amused by it. And I wasn't expecting that sound effect. I didn't know there was some technical things being put together on that, and it's pretty hysterical.
Well, probably the first time you had a hammer in your hand. Well, we asked the boss if he's going to be going to you more often, since you're not afraid to hit the issues head on, and you have a super cool new sound effect. Here's what he said in Boss's thoughts.
Well, I think he's a go-to guy now because I know I'm getting something powerful, like a special commentary. He's sort of our Keith Olbermann. There's going to be some fireworks when you go to him. He's going to have a strong opinion. He's going to have a take and not suck. Fritzy, the Hammer.
Flattered. I'm glad he sees it that way, and I am going to try to step up my game. I get all too often I get hidden in the corner here, which is my own fault, getting caught up in guest stuff and not weighing in with a strong opinion as much as these guys. And now that I'm the Hammer, I have something to live up to, and it sounds like it's something that's expected from Dan and the Danettes, and I don't want to let anybody down.
Now, see, I'm curious actually how Paul feels about this, with Fritzy now being the go-to opinion guy, because actually, if you look at today, even when Todd was being the Hammer, he still didn't really have a strong opinion.
No.
What are your thoughts on this?
Fritzy's more of like a child's plastic hammer when it comes to opinions. He's got a little like this.
Does it have the squeaker on the end?
Here's the thing, though. In all seriousness, what will make the Hammer great if it's natural and occasional. I hope Fritzy doesn't try to come up with things that he's upset about, like that Michael Jordan thing. Before the show, he was actually perturbed by Michael Jordan's response and comment on it, and so the Hammer was brought out. But I don't want Fritzy doing the Hammer 5 times a week, or like, hey, what's the Hammer of the Week sponsorship? That would be awful.
Hammer of the Week.
Yeah, because then you're gonna be like, all right, I've got to come up with a Hammer thing this week. That's the exact opposite point of this. It's the fact that Fritzy on occasion will, he ripped Michael Jordan and we're like, whoa, where's this coming from? All Michael Jordan says, I'm cool with it. And Fritzy, who always reads way too much into everything, did so here.
I like it too because it's the randomness. I mean, I think Jordan's comments were a few days ago, right?
They were.
This is probably on the list
It
of,
was festering.
on the list of stories today, with this about 175 of list of priority stories. I like when you pick things off of 3 days ago. The bottom of the news ticker. Yeah, like, what's the deal with scallops, Hammer?
But it's true, Paul is right. Then they can see right through that, and our audience is way too savvy. If I'm trying to create some fake argument or opinion or take a side without the actual passion there, just to get a chance to use the Hammer, it's going to lose its luster, and again, everyone will see right through it, and it'll be bad.
I'm surprised you're holding the Hammer by the right end.
I am holding it right. It's not this one.
Just don't break Newt Rockety's rock in front of you, for God's sakes. That hammer could be dangerous, like Sharknado 2. We're going to drop the hammer on a pop quiz after this. Stay with us.
First of all, you get this team that comes in and takes over our studio. They bring things like a green pillow and an umbrella. The green pillow is supposed to be the shark. And then there are lines like it's a tornado with teeth. It was an hour and a half or 2 hours of just hysterical times.
Welcome back to the Box Score. That was, of course, Matt Lauer talking about filming his cameo in Sharknado 2, the second one, which aired on Sci-Fi last night. So we thought this would be a perfect chance. It doesn't matter whether you watch it or not. To have a little pop quiz, we're going to play something called Shark Bait. The rules are simple. I'll give you a question, we'll show you an image, and it's multiple choice. Let's begin. First, we go to the front row. Seton, you may recognize Robert Hayes making an appearance in the opening scene as a pilot, but how does he meet his untimely demise? Does he A, take a shark to the face, B, lose a limb, or C, get sucked out of the cockpit trying to save his co-pilot who's being eaten by a shark?
I'm gonna go with C. Hopefully, he was sucked out of the cockpit.
You are absolutely correct. He was sucked out of the cockpit. Yes. To the back row, and Fritzy, the Hammer. Here's the cougarific Vivica A. Fox doing something stupid to help Ian Ziering save the day. Is she successful, or does she A, get blown to smithereens, B, eaten whole by a hammerhead, or C, get electrocuted whilst being eaten by a shark?
I'm going to go see that she gets electrocuted while being eaten by a shark.
That's a tremendous guess, but it's incorrect. She gets blown to smithereens, of course. Front row,
That's
Paulie.
such a weak way to die in Sharknado. I'm so disappointed by that.
We had NFL Hall of Famer Michael Strahan on Tuesday, but did you know he made a cameo in Sharknado 2? Well, does Michael A, have his leg bitten off, B, sack a shark like he did QBs during his career, or C, get rescued by Kelly Ripa?
Oh, man. Because his producer, Gelman, gets eaten by a shark.
Gelman?
I'm gonna say Sachs the shark, but I don't remember. I just remember, his producer getting eaten.
You are absolutely correct. The Sachs a shark. Of course, you are correct. Gelman, his producer, did take a shark to the face. Paulie, would you take a shark to the face for DP?
No.
You are correct, sir.
No.
Okay. And finally, McLovin, this piece of shark bait is legend in the world of hip hop and beatboxing. Is he A, Heavy D, B, LL Cool J, or C, Biz Markie?
C, Biz Markie. C, Biz Markie.
You got the right answer. Okay, good job to all of you gentlemen. Up next, could a shark take down a bear? Or maybe a bear take down sweet. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, we're gonna need a bigger boat, we're gonna need a bigger boat.
So I have a 4-foot above ground swimming pool, a shark and a bear.
Yes.
I'm going to go bear. Bear's comfortable in the water, man. And those big paws and those claws, and those are powerful. And I'm going bear. I'm going bear.
Welcome back to the box score. Thankfully, I recovered from that shark attack. The blood's gone, but the emotional scars remain. A hard-hitting poll question today, McLovin. Shark versus bear. What were the final results on that?
It was right around 50-50 all day, then 51% bear it landed on. It was one of the closest polls we've ever had.
Should have thrown Manziel in there, got a couple more clicks. Well, the crazy folks here at the box score want to know who you got in the death match. So tell us who you got. Let's begin. Who you got, an elephant or a killer whale? Paulie, who are you taking in this battle?
Wow, I'm gonna go, if it's in water, like 4 or 5 feet of water, I'm gonna say the killer whale. It'll go low, take out the elephant's legs, and it's all over, Johnny.
Yeah, the elephant's an herbivore. They have no hunting or killing experience. I mean, they might accidentally stomp on them, but no way, that's not a fair fight at all. Killer sharks are underrated. You see that CNN documentary?
No.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like a killer elephant, maybe it'd stand a chance, but you think of peanuts when you think of elephant.
You don't get the name killer for nothing.
Right, I mean, it's a killer whale.
I'm gonna go elephant. I think it's just gonna fall over on top of the whale. That's ball game.
He sat on his blowhole. It's a knockout. Next matchup, it gets a little tougher. Who do you got, a Rottweiler or an octopus, Fritzy? Who wins this one?
Oh boy.
Ooh, you know what? I think that's a trick question, but I'm gonna go Rottweiler. I think it'll start just ripping apart anything in its way, and I think I got to go with that vicious dog picture there.
See, if it was Portuguese man of war, there would be no question. I'm gonna go octopus. As much of a dog lover as I am, I think that little guy's only got one mouth, and the octopus has 8, if I'm not mistaken, arms. So I think the octopus is gonna win.
I don't know much about how octopuses hunt, but I feel like an octopus, I could take an octopus. What's the big deal? It's just sitting there. Unless it's like one of those giant squids that takes down a whaling
It's got
ship.
like suction cups on the bottom of it.
So what's it gonna do? Suction cup the Rottweiler? That's a dog all day.
Yeah, I think the dog would get confused by all the tentacles and all that's going on there. There's a whole thing going on there. I heard sources tell me that there's some type of poison that some sea creatures can give out. I don't know if octopus is one of them, but let's say they did, they'd be in good shape.
They can squirt ink, and that can get nasty. It gets in your clothes. You never get it out.
Oh.
You get an infection.
Time to shake it up a bit. Let's go Jurassic Park versus Hakuna Matata. Who comes out on top here? The Velociraptor or a lion? Seton, please pick a winner.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say the lion. because velociraptors are now extinct, and so they had their chance to dominate, and they all got killed off.
Oh, you're basing on their history.
I'm basically saying that they're a little soft, they're a little weak, and the lion's still currently king of the jungle. So I got to go with the king.
I got to go with the velociraptor. I think the lion will be so freaked out that the dinosaurs came back from extinction that it would just have a stroke right there, and then the velociraptor will just, just pick up the piece and eat it while the lion is suffering from some type of heart attack if there's a dinosaur walking around.
What are you doing here?
That's deep. I'm gonna go king of the jungle as well. The lion,
What are you doing here?
Velociraptor seems like a very fast animal, good for show, good for the movies, but the lion's still an ass kicker.
You guys are all crazy. Did you guys learn anything from Jurassic Park? Velociraptors hunt in tandem. If he's like drawing you over here, that means his buddy's coming from over here.
No, but it was velociraptor.
Also, since I spent a lot of time in the Academy of Natural Science when I was a kid, velociraptors are about 3 times the size of lions in real life. It's a velociraptor.
Well, all that time will pay off on this question. One more, it's a doozy. It's an anaconda, a J-Lo anaconda, of course, versus 2 gorillas, but there's a catch. The gorillas have brass knuckles. McLovin, break this fight down.
Wow, the old anaconda versus gorilla with brass knuckles debate. I've had this in many bars, many a night, Brock. Anacondas are super slow, but if they get you, watch out. 2 gorillas, though, with brass knuckles. I'm going to go with the gorillas.
Yeah, I'm also going with the gorillas. I think since you said 2 gorillas, one of the gorillas may have to take one for the team and get wrapped around, and then the other one just puts a hammer down.
I like the slithering anaconda. I think the anaconda takes them down and bites one, and one falls over into the other one, and just this poison being exchanged into the bloodstream.
I don't think that's how anacondas work.
Wrap it up.
They don't have poison?
No.
Okay.
I'm kind of concerned. I want to say the gorillas, but I'm kind of concerned in a moment of trying to intimidate. They start doing the beat their chest thing with brass knuckles on, which takes them out entirely. It's almost like they're going to take themselves out by trying to show off. Anaconda then swoops in and gets both of them. So I'm gonna say anaconda on this one.
You're not going to get this on other shows, Brock.
A great analysis, gentlemen. This one, the scariest matchup of all. He answers phone calls for the DP show, and his opponents are 3 little feisty fur balls. What? The matchup is your very own 2-a-days versus 3 ferrets. Paulie, do you got faith in your boy?
I think 2-a-days would start playing his set of Light Rock favorites, and the 3 animals would kill themselves.
Wow.
Man, I've been around some aggressive ferrets before in my day. I'm going with the 3 ferrets.
Yeah, ferrets are sort of like slinkies, actually. My buddy had one in high school, and you could basically drop it off of and it would go right back up. I got the ferrets all day in this one.
I think 2-a-days would take one, maybe 2 of them out with a guitar, and then that 3rd one would just freak out on him, start jumping on his neck, and then ultimately the ferrets would win that by TKO.
One caveat, Brock, are they preteen female ferrets that WB shows? Because they may get lost in his eyes a little bit, and then he could...
These are the very same ferrets, +1 from the Beastmaster. There's no saving them from the Beastmaster and Mark Singer, a magician.
Beastmaster was awesome.
Come on back. I'm heading to the bar. They're headed to the pool table. We're going to close up shop here on the Box Score. Welcome back to the Box Score. Last call here at the Box Score bar. Me and Mr. Sharkey have mended fences over a couple sticky sailors, so it's all good. The boys are at the pool table today, so what we're going to do is have a little fun. We're going to play a game, let's call it Break 'em for a Free One. You each get a chance to break a rack, and if you make one off the break, tomorrow you're going to start 1 ahead of your opponents in Know Your Show. So Seton, why don't you start us off and try to win one for the front row.
Oh, dear.
Front row.
All right.
Too many sticky sailors.
Whoa.
Great.
Ooh, angled.
Oh.
Oh, 1 in.
A white ball went in there.
1 in and a scratch, Broccoli.
Does that count? We give it to him?
I'm going to go to the judges.
First.
You scratched it, that does not count.
Ah! Dangerang.
Follow your up.
Nice job there, Andrew.
All right, buddy.
Nicely done.
Oh, that was weak. No dice.
Weak sauce for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Fritzy's up. I'm
Clement's
sorry.
up. Oh, you want me to? I'll go.
Getting lost in Mr. Sharky's eyes right now.
Oh, that one.
Got one.
No, you didn't.
Booyah, right
Fritzy
in there.
loves a good rack.
Oh my goodness
Snuck
gracious.
one
And it goes
there.
in.
Some type of a 3-ball situation.
Congrats
Could
to
be made
the
aware
back
of.
row.
One
You'll
at
be
a
starting
time,
Know Your
McLovin.
Show one ahead in front row tomorrow.
This is just a victory lap.
McLovin,
for,
go ahead and take
Andre
one for fun,
Dawson here.
please.
There's lots of guys doing whatever this is called. That line from Color Money. Oh, forget it.
Maybe we could take a 2-point. Oh, look at that. Same hole.
What?
Put one in the same middle right
What?
hole there.
That's what she
So
said.
do we get a 2-point lead, or that's just a practice?
Back row in fuego
Nice.
right now. All right, Pool Sharknado 2. Who's on tomorrow?
We may hear from the Karate Kid himself, Ralph Macchio, working on some other stuff, but clean slate right now. But it would be very cool if Ralph can help us out.
Super clean. We're going to clean up some sticky sailors with Mr. Sharky here. Thanks for watching the box score. Set your DVR or tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Audience Channel 239, right here on DirecTV.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer. My motto is simple: C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!